This is Dr. Bramlett. This is case 4D0035. And what we have here is just sort of to orient this sort of a 3-chamber view. And this is where the aortic valve has been placed. There was, as I understand it, LVOT narrowing. And so there was an attempt to enlarge the LVOT with a patch. And so what it seems to me is this was the original plane of the aortic valve. And I could be wrong, but it seems like, and so this new valve has been placed at an angle. And so this distance here is, I believe, where the patch would come down to the mitral valve. So left atrium, left ventricle, and then the mitral valve here. And on CT, there's a space between the LVOT and the left atrium with a jet through it. And it is this space that sort of a pseudo aneurysm here where we have that flap that's floating in space. And that jet comes through here. So that's sort of the way I view this anatomy. Let me show you let's see if I can cycle around just so you can see the coronary. So here's the right coming off. Oop. And where's the left? And so the left is here. And so you can see how that valve comes up right up to underneath that coronary. That's for orientation purposes. If we're looking down, here's the mitral valve annulus here. This is, I've paused this in clip 8 of the 19, because that's where I believe this most closely represents where that defect in the between the LVOT pseudoaneurysm and the left atrium sits, is right around here. It is exaggerated because if I go to the next clip or the other side of it, you can kind of see how it disappears. But this does, I think, at least represents where I believe it sits. And so as I'll kind of move in and out here, and I'm going to press play, and we'll see how this looks in motion. You can see how it expands. So during in systole, it is expanding, and the jet occurs in systole, but is not present in diastole. I can rotate it around, and I believe this would be the component to look at. And so you can see this, I believe this is that flap that's coming down, and the distance between that flap and the mitral. And the question I would have is, if there was, if this flap was here and dehisced, then is the inferior border of that patch where that regurgitant jet is coming through, because it is coming through in this region, I believe. And then I'll show the coronary arteries. Here you can see where the right is coming in, right here, and the left. And again, this is for sort of orienting to you can see the coronary right here. And in fact, you can see it right here. Just so you know where the valves are in relationship to. And again, this is where it appears to be this valve was placed up like this to increase the LVOT, at least appears to be that. And you can see also how, this would probably be the original plane of the native valve and how it is in this position now. So one thing I can also do here, I'm going to go back to 8. And so here is this view here. I'm going to change the shading. Go back, layout. And so now I can see inside. So here, now I can see that the left coronary artery, right coronary artery coming off here. And this is that pseudoaneurysm. I'll press play. And so I think it's worthwhile observing this in both of these with the shading turned on and off. You can see it, how it bulges in systole there as well. But this is where I think seeing between the walls, so to speak, allows you to capture and understand that defect and the position of everything. And you can see here's the interior leaflet of the mitral valve. But I believe that this 4D heart really captures this situation very well. And let's see if we can look down through there. And it's a great use case for this technology here. There you can see it pretty well. So hope this is helpful. Thank you.